Okay, well, it's 6 p.m. and I'll call the December meeting of the Mayor and Council to order. If you'll all stand with me, and we'll have our Pledge of Allegiance. Remain standing. Councilman Waters, would you do the honor of our invocation?
Dear Lord, just thank you for all our blessings here in our community. Help us as a council to make good decisions and to glorify you. Thank you for the peace that we enjoy in our community. And have a good Christmas season. In Jesus' name,
Amen. Thank you. Okay, at this time, we'll have citizens' comments. Mr. Triplett, do we have any people to speak? Okay. All right, you have your minutes of your November meetings. Do I have a motion to adopt the minutes?
Moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? Second. Have a motion and a second. Is there any corrections or additions? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Hearing none, motion carries. Okay, we'll start with Councilman Bridges with our Mayor and Council announcements and comments.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. My first one is Go Trojans. Trojans going to state. Yeah. And bound to.
Okay.
Go Red Devils.
Yay.
And I also like to thank April and her staff for such a wonderful job they're doing in the community. And I'd like to thank Councilman Waters for suggesting that they live stream the game at the AMP. It turned out really good. So that was good. And I also like to thank the Carrollton City Police Department for all they do in our community and the fire department. The police do the kids shop with the cop. They fed the elderly in our community. They always do these events. But this year we had served 175 people, I think, all together this time. And that was awesome. And I'm glad I was a part of that. And I just want to tell you all, thank you for being a part of our community, because when I talk to other people in other communities, that's very rare. So thank you.
Councilman Oldham?
Congratulations to the Trojans. I got to listen on one of Braddock radio station from Panama City Beach, and they did a great job. The announcers, that is, and the team, of course, did a great job. A special welcome to all our young guests this evening. Great to see you here. And I'd also throw out a welcome to our former city councilman, Henry Dickerson, that was on the city council for many years. Good to have you with us. And Merry Christmas to all.
Okay. Councilman Ledbetter?
Well, Jacqueline beat me to Go Trojans, so I'm just going to have to go with Go Dogs.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so it's a great time to be a fan of the Trojans and the Georgia Bulldogs. We had a great weekend this past weekend, showing the games and stuff at the AMP, and I was able to take part in both nights of that, so that was fun. I did not walk in the parade this year, so I stood on the sidelines and got to actually watch the parade, and it was amazing, all the different entries that we had and all the work and effort that went into doing all of that. I was highly impressed because I had not been able to see the parade the last couple of years. So, but that was great too. So I hope everybody's ready for a great Christmas season. I know I am. Thank you.
Councilman Waters?
Yeah, just to add to what's already been said, I did want to give a shout out to April Saunders, who her and her team helped organize, obviously, the Christmas parade, which I did get to walk in it, and it was very well attended, and it seemed longer than most. So that parade continues to grow. So great job there. And thanks, Jacqueline, for giving me a shout out. But that was also April and her team that put it together to where we could show the Trojans at the AMP. So good job. And yeah, welcome, Henry. Hadn't seen you in a while, but between you and Joe Williamson, either one of you guys could beat me in Ward 3 council. So don't get any grand ideas running for council again. Oh, okay, fair enough. Good, thank you.
Well, I had the pleasure Friday morning of going down and seeing our Trojans off, and that was a great time and lots of excitement there. And they came back winners, and I told Coach King I'm ready to have a ticker tape parade for our state champions. So hopefully we'll get to do that soon after Saturday night. And also then I came back, and I tell you what, a lot of people criticize law enforcement, but they should have been there Friday morning to see all these little children and all these police officers and the relationship. And, these are children that have lost parents to drug overdose. They've had some kind of really bad tragedy in their life where law enforcement was involved. So the officers got to choose a child to take shopping. And the other thing is our police officers and our law enforcement, I'll say that because it includes Sheriff's Department. We had a Georgia State Patrol there. These people raise money to let these children have this opportunity. Some of these children would never have that opportunity. So they took this group to Target. And the highlight of the whole thing, other than seeing Santa Claus, was getting to get in that police car, sheriff's car, trooper car, fire, whatever it was, with sirens blasting, and ride down to Target in that car. And I thought my ear drums were going to burst because I was standing out, watching them. But it's just to see the smile on their faces is just phenomenal. There's nothing like it. And then this week, as it was said, they'll do the special needs children. And Joel, what grades are that? What grades? Okay. Oh, okay. So, and this again is just, it's just a heartwarming experience because to see the smiles and the excitement, and they look up to these law enforcement officers, and I just can't say enough about what they do. I know a lot of people do lots of things, and I appreciate it. I think we have one of the most giving communities, and you've heard me say that more times than one. And the other thing is today I got to go and welcome the Georgia Parks and Recreation Executive Committee here in our city. Their incoming president, who's from Spalding County, chose Carrollton to come to have their meeting. And so I got to go and welcome them. And again, because of our recreation staff and what they do, these people want to come to Carrollton. These people want to be Carrollton. Let's just face it, okay? But anyway, we really do appreciate it. And I see a cheerleader out there from the Trojan team. And is there football players or other cheerleaders? I'm sorry? Oh, okay. They're still at practice. I can imagine that. But it has been a great, and I was just blown away with the floats in our parade this year. Those floats looked very professional, and it was just beautiful.
I like the monster trucks.
The monster trucks. Yes, we had some monster trucks, and I still haven't figured out how they get into them yet. But anyway, it's a great time to be in Carrollton, Georgia. It really is. All right, so at this time, we'll let our city manager make his comments.
I think y'all did a great job covering everything, and it has been an exciting week. I'll just wish everybody a Merry Christmas. I hope you find something good for you and your family to do in our city, downtown area, one of the restaurants, or one of the many events that we've had or will have throughout the holiday season. So, Merry Christmas.
I will point out, too, that the university did an awesome job with their Winterfest West. I think is what they called it. And we even made the AtlantaParent.com list of places to take your family. So it was nice, and they had students out there with things they had made, plus other vendors, and it was a fun time, and we appreciate the university, and I think they're going to build on that from year to year. So, you know, Callaway, watch out, here we come. All right, so at this time, do I have a motion to approve the agenda items for consideration?
So moved.
Have a motion, to have a second?
Second?
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Well, the first item on the agenda is something I am very excited about. Literacy is something that we all need to pay attention to because it affects so many people. So this past year, I served on the Georgia City Solutions Council, and this is part of the Georgia Municipal Association. So something they've come up with to help cities in tying into more involvement with our community is they started a mayor's reading club. And we're going to kick this off in January. The title of the book that we'll start out with is called Georgia Caroline Visits City Hall. And we're just real excited about it. It teaches children about city government and what all's involved because, you know, in a lot of people's mind, when they talk about city government, they think about fire departments and police departments, and some of them recreation departments because they play ball. But there's so much more to our city, and hopefully this will help the children. And we're going to take it to the school system, and then we're going to work out in the communities where maybe children don't have that support of reading that some of us do or have had, and even maybe this summer do some little field trips around town to actually see the parts of the book that we talk about. So I am excited about that. And it says, the Mayor's Reading Club, Georgia City Solution, whereas literacy is just not an education issue, it's an economic, workforce, and quality of life issue. And whereas research shows that children who can't read proficiently by the end of third grade are more likely to experience poor health, have discipline problems, and drop out of high school. And whereas each year in the United States, low literacy levels are linked to hundreds of billions of dollars in non-productivity, health care, and judicial costs. And whereas 74% of Georgia's fourth graders do not read proficiently. And whereas collaboration efforts and strategic partnerships must be undertaken to address literacy issues, and whereas the Mayor's Reading Club program is offered through Georgia City Solution, a Georgia Municipal Association nonprofit, and whereas the goal of the program is to improve literacy skills and overall success with early reading among children and youth in Georgia cities through encouragement, support, leadership from city mayors, and whereas Georgia City Solution has commissioned a children's book series to be used as part of the program to teach young readers about local government, and a copy of the first book in the series titled Georgia Caroline Visits City Hall is provided in the program starter kit. And whereas the Mayor's Reading Club is flexible and can be delivered in person or virtually, and promotes partnerships and collaborations between the city, the county schools, public libraries, local nonprofits, and business community. Now, therefore, I, Betty Cason, Mayor of the City of Carrollton, do hereby join the Mayor's Reading Club program and proclaim Monday, December 5th, 2022 as Mayor's Reading Club Day in Carrollton, Georgia, and encourage all residents, businesses, and community partners to help promote and elevate literacy as a community priority and support the Mayor's Reading Club to improve Georgia's economic vitality one book at a time. In witness thereof, I have hereunto set my hand and sealed this 5th day of December 2022. So if you know someone that would like to help, or we'll be reaching out to some business and industries to be sponsors to make sure that children that don't have books can actually get a copy of the book. So I'm very excited about that, and our first reading group is going to be at our Neva Lomason Library in January. So, but if anybody wants to volunteer to go read to children, then just please let me know. All right, the next item on the business is annexation and rezoning request. Mr. Brooks?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Madam Mayor. This is a resolution that we've drafted after much consideration and discussion with Carrollton City School System and their request for us to help them continue their land acquisition along the Cottage Hill Road area where they've already purchased 100 acres in preparation and vision for future growth of the city as well as the school system, and to help be prepared in terms of being able to offer the quality education that we desire and deserve here in the city of Carrollton. If the resolution states that we would give them the property that we currently own over there that's adjacent to the property that they have purchased, which would consist of the 5 townhomes that we offer on Nazir Lane, the Bristol Lake subdivision, as well as authorize me as a city manager to assist in financially with them purchasing other parcels of land over there up to $5 million.
Okay. Do I have a motion to adopt Resolution 14-2022?
So moved.
Have a motion. Do I have a second? Second. Have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion or questions? Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Same sign. Hearing none. Motion carries and the resolution passes. Okay. The next item is rezoning 416 Old Noonan Road.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. This is a rezoning request. Okay, let's see. We got the 166 property first, I think.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I skipped it, yeah. The annexation
Yes,
rezoning.
this is an annexation rezoning request. Mr. Salmon has brought to us, and we've worked in concert with him to get this squared away and clean up the vote that was taken, the motion and the vote that was taken at the last council meeting. Ms. Studdard worked very diligently to work with the county and the county attorneys, and they have waived their right of notice and have no opposition to annexing that property, all 3 tracts of the property, the entire complement of the properties that Mr. Salmons has put together there, and then zoning that O&I. Again, the county has no opposition to that at all. If you remember, when his first request was to annex it in and zone it C3 commercial, and with some residential, and that was something that we were not wanting to do. We were wanting to go O&I, but because we had not given proper notice to the county, we could not zone it O&I, so we took no action on it then, and we tried to bring in just the house parcel, and decided that the best case that wasn't, because we had not advertised for just that parcel, we couldn't do that as well. So now, again, thanks to Ms. Studdard, her diligent work, Huck, and the legal work that he's done, to straighten it all out now, we can, if we vote to annex the entire property in, we can do that and zone it O&I.
Okay,
Mr. Brooks, I think you ought to ask for anybody opposed to it and give them.
Yes,
a
that's
chance.
right. This would be considered part of the public hearing on the annexation. So if there's anybody speaking in favor, anybody is speaking in opposition tonight.
do I have anybody that wants to speak in opposition of this rezoning and annexation? Okay, hearing none. Do I have a motion to annex the parcel of Highway 166 and Maple Street and also rezone it to I&O?
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? Have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Same sign. Okay, we have 3 approval and 1 voting against it. Okay? Motion carries. Okay, the next item on the agenda is 416 Old Noonan Road, and this is a rezoning request. And Mr. Brooks?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Madam Mayor. This is on 416 Noonan Road. The applicant is Mr. Johnny Blankenship on behalf of Build South LTD Company. He's asking for a rezoning from R20 single-family residential with a minimum lot size of 20 square feet to R8 single-family residential with a minimum lot size of 8,000 square feet. It was brought before the Planning Commission. It was unanimously voted to approve with some conditions. Many of the conditions are the same ones that we have placed on several of the developments that we've had throughout the city. The biggest one, then the one that the county was concerned about because it's adjacent to the county facilities and their public works. Then you have the driver's office there, driver's license office there, but the landscape buffer of 20 feet shall be installed adjacent to the Carrollton Greenbelt so as to shield the county public works facility. I won't read all those to you, but they're in line with everything that we've done in the past in terms of building out subdivisions. I will point out that comprehensive plan and future land use policy does have that defined as future residential.
Okay. Mr. Blankenship?
Yes, Mayor and Council, first of all, good evening, and thank you for your consideration of this rezoning request. My name is Johnny Blankenship. I live at 1830 Maple Street here in Carrollton. I am the applicant and also a member of the development and build team for this project. I would like to highlight a few things about this proposed community. First of all, it is a great location for infill development in the city. Second of all, it will have direct access to the Greenbelt. And third, the homes we intend to build should prove to be a real asset for our town. As Mr. Brooks stated, staff has recommended approval of this application. The Planning Commission unanimously agreed last month, and we respectfully request this council's approval here tonight. I'll do my best to answer any questions at the appropriate time, and again, thank you for your consideration.
Thank you, Mr. Blankenship. Is there anyone here to speak in opposition of this project? Okay. All right.
My name's George Petty. I live at 741 Burns Road, which is adjacent to one of the proposed entrances to this development. It really, to me, doesn't fit the community that we have now with large lots, middle-class housing. The traffic, to me, too, would also be something that needs to be considered because at times it's pretty bad on Burns Road there. And then a big concern of mine is 100-plus cars going in and out across from my home. Be pretty distracting, too.
Okay.
Mostly the density of the housing.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else here to speak in opposition of this rezoning request? Okay. Does the mayor and council have any questions for Mr. Blankenship? All right. Do I have a motion to approve the rezoning request at 416 Old Noonan Road?
Yes, I'll make a motion, also include the 8 conditions as specified by staff.
Okay. We have a motion to approve with the specified condition as specified by staff and the Planning Commission. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed, same sign. Hearing none, motion carries. Okay, our next item on the agenda is our redevelopment plan and tax allocation district. And I just want to say thank you to all those people who voted for our TAD, which is our tax allocation district. I think this is going to be a great plus for us. We're excited about it, about the opportunities that this is going to bring to our community. Okay, Mr. Brooks.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Yes, if we approve this resolution today, we will be adopting the redevelopment plan, which we have outlined and spent a lot of time working on to try to determine what areas are underdeveloped and what blight within our city that we could reinvigorate in terms of raising these funds for these certain districts. I'd like to again echo your sentiment and thank the community. It was an outstanding turnout, and it was a resounding victory for the tax allocation district, and with 60% of the voters voting in the affirmative. It'll allow us an opportunity to gain revenue without raising property taxes, to make some improvements in these certain areas. So you guys have all seen the redevelopment plan. You know the district. Just to kind of outline it, it will go from the downtown area, the Maple Street corridor, around up the bypass right away, and then out into the acreage that the school system has bought, as well as the Windmill Park and the second phase of that. So it actually is pretty neat the way it turned out. It just makes a big C, the district does. As we've talked about many times, we talked about when we were talking about doing the tax allocation district, it will be a pay-as-you-go method that we plan to employ. We will not incur any debt for this. We don't want to burden the redevelopment authority nor the city with any outstanding debt as we continue to move forward. And it's less than 10% of the total tax base of the city is in this district. I think it's 7.2%. So if we approve this resolution tonight, we will be setting the boundaries for our tax allocation district.
Okay. This is Resolution 13, 2022. And, the thing about this is, the good thing is the city can use this money also if there's utilities, streets, or, things that need to be improved. And Maple Street is one of those areas, and I know you've probably all heard a little bit about the plans that we have for revitalizing Maple Street. So I'm not going to read the resolution. It's available for anybody to look at. If you want to get a copy of it, you can feel free to do so. So do I have a motion to adopt Resolution 13, 2022, to establish a resolution creating the City of Carrollton Redevelopment Area and Tax Allocation District?
So move that motion.
Okay, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any questions or further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Hearing none, motion carries. The resolution is adopted. And thank you all for that. I think you're going to see some really good things that's going to come from this. Okay, our next item on the agenda is our schedule for the 2023 Mayor and Council meeting. You have that there. And also, we just have wonderful staff. I mean, they're so creative. So Haley has done an outstanding job, and she's color-coded the maps, and this will be on our web page, so you can look to see who's meeting when. So do I have a motion to adopt the meeting schedule for the Mayor and Council for 2023?
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? Second. Have a second. Is there any discussion or corrections or questions? Okay. Hearing none. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Same sign. Hearing none. Motion carries. And the meeting schedule for 2023 has been adopted. The next item on our agenda is board appointments for our Planning Commission. And we have some nominations. Mr. Brooks?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. We have Mr. Bo Bass has served two terms on the Planning Commission. He is not seeking reappointment. He's got a lot going on with his business and some boards he serves on. Ms. Jean Waldrop was appointed in July of 2022 and served a partial term that was vacated by Mr. Joe Neal. She's asked to be reappointed. She's been a very good member and a very good addition to that. Casey Vance has served 4 terms on the Planning Commission. He's willing to serve another term and would like to do so should the council reappoint him. Stephen Morris served 2 terms due to other obligations seeking reappointment. So we are asking, Ms. Stutter in the Community Development Department, myself, are asking tonight to approve Gene Waldrop for reappointment, Casey Vance for reappointment, and Rodney Smith as members of the Planning Commission. And Brett Hicks, yes.
Okay. All right, are there any other nominations? Hearing none, do I have a motion to approve these board members? Have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed, same sign. Hearing none, motion carries. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So move that motion.
Do I have a second?
And a second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. And I wish you all a Merry Christmas, and thank you for coming. We have Miss Kathy Parsons with us. She does a great job. She's works with our West Georgia Impact, and she's been able to set up a warm-in center on these cold nights for people that are homeless and need somewhere to be. And to our youth council, thank you for coming. Enjoy your dinner, and we will see you all next year. Meeting adjourned.